The quality of my life has definitely been impacted by my administrative role. I feel that it is a weight I constantly bear. Weekends and summers trying to get everything done. New initiatives, RTI, Common Core, curriculum revisions, evaluations, crisis plans, etc. There isn't enough time in the day for one person to complete this work. It isn't an issue of putting forth enough effort, time, or organization. It is an issue of not having enough help.
In June of 2016, 14 lawmakers from 12 states descended on Denver to tackle leadership issues in rural schools during the Legislative Action Rural School Principals meeting. While at the meeting, they developed an understanding of the research, best practices, and policy strategies available to their states to improve rural school principal preparation, recruitment, and retention. Legislators worked with experts and colleagues from around the country to apply lessons of research and practice to the policy challenges surrounding rural school principals in their own states. They left the meeting eager to implement a plan for action at home.
Legislators heard from outstanding rural principals as they shared their inspirational moments and discussed the extreme challenges they face while supporting teachers, students, and their communities. Rural principals are often in a position of needing to fill gaps due to staffing and funding limitations, ranging from recess duty to acting as the athletic director. While taking on multiple roles, these principals are able to lead their schools to achieve success.
I recognized that schools needed leadership right away, and they needed people who are willing to get in there and work. And being rural, you have a lot of grit and determination, and I know how to work.
Leading researchers and rural school leadership experts presented information from studies focused on the challenges that states, school districts, and superintendents face in recruiting highly effective school principals, and the daunting tasks that await these principals once they fill the position. Chief among the obstacles presented were district budget limitations, a continuous increase in job responsibilities, how to define rural, and needs that are unique to rural communities. Speakers from traditional and alternative preparation providers discussed the tools and resources they recommend using to train aspiring principals, and the approach taken by their organizations to ensure their graduates are day one ready. Legislators asked how their states can best support the principals already serving rural communities. The panel shared that meaningful professional development and mentoring are effective ways to increase retention and better support rural school principals. On the final day of the meeting, participants discussed policy levers, then worked with their colleagues to develop action steps for their states. These included establishing a state rural education council, bringing NCSL staff to their states to provide in-state technical assistance on ESSA and school leadership policy, replicating the Day in the Life Legislators Learning with Principals program, reaching out to their state DOE to get more involved in the ESSA consultation process, and reviewing principal preparation and mentoring programs.
Legislators were appreciative of the opportunity to participate in a meeting targeted directly at the needs of their districts. One legislator expressed that they never really knew these resources existed, and they are looking forward to passing them along to colleagues and talking through the information they learned with principals and superintendents in their district. Another stated that the meeting improved their awareness of the difficulties specific to rural school principals and the lack of equity faced by many rural schools. Legislators are keen to learn how to overcome the challenges specific to rural school leadership and to do more to support their principals. They have begun the work necessary to make these improvements and are excited to continue the conversation that they started here.